If you build the wrong YouTube channel in 2026, YouTube won't just demonetize you, they might withhold your earnings entirely. And the worst part is that most of the biggest AI niches right now are getting flagged and demonetized. And if you've been looking into YouTube automation, you probably came across them. The infidelity stories, the senior wisdom stories, and the revenge stories. But with its new policy, YouTube now calls these inauthentic. And these new rules could kill the channel before you even get it off the ground. I've been running Faceless YouTube channels for the past 5 years, and for the past 3 years, I've been running a community about YouTube automation, and I've helped over 100 people start and scale Faceless YouTube channels. And today I'm breaking down which 5 channel types you should avoid in 2026 to save yourself a lot of time and money wasted. And then at the end, I will also tell you what the go-to way and niches are for 2026. Before we dive into the fun stuff, if you're not sure where to even start with YouTube automation, you can join my free Faceless YouTube community by clicking the link in the description. Free to join, and you can take my 5+ hour course on how to start and scale your first YouTube automation business. So here we have it. There is 5 channel types that I would advise anyone to avoid going into 2026. I would advise you to not start any of these niches anymore, and if you are in these niches, I would recommend you to take some precautionary measures to not get your channel demonetized and lose your AdSense revenue. What is happening is that YouTube implemented a new policy rule to prevent AI slop and AI spam channels from getting monetized and earning money and spreading on YouTube. This is called the inauthentic content policy, and it basically means that content that appears mass-produced or repetitive to increase views without adding significant educational or other value. And it basically comes down to these AI slop channels that I've just mentioned. So let's dive into channel type 1 that you should be avoiding from now on. And that is the senior wisdom channels. So let me open up one to give you an example of how this looks. So this one is called Golden Senior. It has 30,000 subscribers and 450 videos. They are still getting 2.5 million views every single month. So it's definitely a quite significant channel. And as you can see, they make these videos with this AI avatar and the text on the left. All the senior wisdom channels are doing this style of content. Now, this is where it comes in. If you click on the channel and see how they are edited, it's just a moving background of some nature footage and then the text overlay on there. And then it's like AI generated scripts and AI generated voiceovers. And so it doesn't really add any educational value. Also, YouTube doesn't even know if these like tips and tricks are actually legit and correct, and maybe they should be like checked by a doctor before giving like health advice to these seniors. What it comes down to is that videos like this you can easily mass produce. So it's probably like it's just these like AI stock or like standard stock nature images in the back. The story is hard to verify if it's real, and then it only has this text overlay. So it doesn't, in that essence, bring any educational or entertainment value. It's very easy to mass produce and to replicate by others. And that is why YouTube doesn't like this. In the last year, hundreds of channels like this have been popping up, and it's just too hard to control by YouTube. Now, let's dive into the second channel that you should be avoiding, and that is infidelity stories. So as an example here, I have this one called Crazy Pepper Revenge. They are getting 660,000 views every single month, so also quite significant, especially because their videos are 30 to 40 minutes long. And they make infidelity type stories. So basically what they do is they let ChatGPT or any other writer make up fake stories following a certain story framework or line. And it is about like infidelity stories of like couples cheating on each other. And if you click on one, we can also see that is just some generic AI stock material, like fake footage in the back with like, it also doesn't make sense. As you can see, it's like some real human AI stuff here. And then there's some like weird stuff like this. And YouTube doesn't like the fake nature of these. They don't like that you are putting out fake content and fake stories. And I'm putting some random stock material that's probably also AI generated on top of it. These are also very easy to produce en masse, and that you can also see in the thumbnails. It's like just the same thumbnail with another like person and then with a lot of text. But if you hover over these, like in some they have like AI spokespersons, and some they have like just stock material, and then some they have like this animated stuff with just some weird text overlay. So again, it comes down to the content not being real. So people making up stories with AI and then also mass producing these stories. If you look at this, how many times they post, it's 4 or 5 times a day, and they're all 30 to 40 minute long videos. This is clearly mass produced content, because like a real human could never put out 3 hours of content in a single day about storytelling. So this is the second one, is that these like infidelity stories that people produce in high volumes too. Now let's dive into channel type 3 that you should be avoiding, and that is fake history stories. So this is a very classic example. This channel a few months ago was like shared online on Twitter to be doing very well, doing over $100,000 a month in AdSense revenue. And it was sort of like a breakthrough channel, but apparently now it got demonetized also because of the inauthentic content rule. Now I say fake AI history channels. I don't know to which degree these stories are real or fake, but there's a reason YouTube demonetized it. And this channel also makes like very long AI history documentaries. And a while back, they were spamming like a few videos every single day to doing this. And the thing here, it comes down to the same part. It's very long stories, but it only has like a little image as the background. See, so it's like AI image slideshows that YouTube really doesn't like anymore if it doesn't bring any new educational or entertainment value. This is also some of the policy rules that YouTube put online on their website. It's about content that is easily replicable at scale, content that exclusively features readings of other materials you did not originally create, like text from websites or newsfeeds, image slideshows or scrolling text with minimal or no narrative, commentary, or educational value, or similar repetitive content with low educational value, commentary, narratives, or minimal variation across videos. And that is something that all these AI slop generated channels do clearly. The third channel that you should be avoiding is fake revenge stories. And this comes down to the same ones we just looked at already. It's just the niche is a little bit different. These are like revenge stories on people cheating on each other and then doing like some revenge actions. This channel, as in the example, has 36,000 subscribers. And let's see what their views are. 2.2 million views in the last 30 days. It's definitely a very big channel too. They make 2-hour long like documentary style videos about this. So they're definitely making a lot of money from AdSense revenue. But the same as if the channels we just looked at, these are like fake stories that they come up with, and then it's just this random like river background with this fake AI character here and some text overlay. So it's definitely not educational. Maybe some people find it entertaining to listen to, but this is just something that YouTube is doubling down on now and deleting. They just don't want these fake stories to be online because apparently it's not good for their image, their brand, and advertisers don't like running ads on channels like this because people that listen to this probably won't buy anything anyway from AdSense or from the ads that they see in the videos. So this is another one, typical fake AI storytelling channel that you should stay away from. And the fifth and the last one that you should be avoiding is the AI sci-fi Reddit stories. It's been long known that you should stay away from these like Reddit story type channels because that is also seen as reused content. But this is a different one that looks at like sci-fi adventures and storytelling about sci-fi stuff. So I don't know where they come up with like the content from this from, if it's all fake or from Reddit or what. But this is like a typical AI generated channel too, just like the ones we showed before, where it's a fake narrative that they came up with, and then with some like AI image generator, they created these like video images basically. And then they just keep on looping this stuff, see? And it's literally the same image, the whole video long. They just have, they only have to start, had a little bit of movement in it, and then they just have the text overlay on top of it. But see, there's no entertainment or educational value or like editing value that they added to it. And it's a fake story that they wrote with ChatGPT. So it is something that YouTube just doesn't want to see on their platform anymore, or at least they don't allow you to be in the YouTube Partner Program if you make content like this. Behind all these AI slop channels that YouTube wants to get rid of, there is a very clear pattern, and that's like the mass production of it, the AI slideshow images that they are made of, and the fake storytelling. These are the three things that YouTube just really doesn't like and wants to get rid of from their platform. Just think about it. If your channel can be replicated by one click of an AI prompt, would YouTube want something like that on their channel and or on YouTube itself? Even though this sounds scary and a lot of people are getting demonetized, don't worry, YouTube automation is not dead. You just have to know and understand which niches you can still get into. I didn't lose any of my channels to this new policy updates, and my clients didn't either. So if you want to learn what type of channels we are launching in the FTS community, you can join for free by clicking the link in the description below. And if it's not fully clear yet what this inauthentic policy actually is, you can click the video in screen right here to understand better how it works, what you should avoid, and what you can still do in 2026.